Hey, so I haven't made a video in a while. I'm in the middle of week 4 of my post-elemental diet journey, and I transitioned from the elemental diet. I was using Dr. Ruscio's low-carb vanilla formula, and I loved it, and I did really well on it. And I transitioned from that into a low FODMAP diet, but I was also having histamine issues when I came out of the elemental diet. So my doctor said to go off of higher histamine foods and also nightshades, because I was also having like arthritis joint pain, but my x-rays showed that there was no arthritis in my hands or feet, even though for a long time now I've been feeling arthritis pain. So low FODMAP, taking out nightshades, and staying on a lower histamine diet. So very, very restrictive. So basically I've been down to chicken, pretty much meat. I've been handling meat really well. Meat, I've done pureed carrots, I've done, or just carrots, cooked carrots, green beans, and kiwis. I've introduced kiwis. I've also introduced like what I do, like an oatmeal with like a little bit of oats, just a tiny bit of oats, chia seeds, hemp seeds, and flax seeds. And I add a little butter. I'm okay with butter so far. And I make like an oatmeal out of that, and I've been handling that. So I'm getting like fiber and a lot of omegas and stuff in that. I introduced rice, and I was okay with that as long as I didn't have it too much of it. And sweet potatoes, and I love sweet potatoes, so I was so happy to see that my body was tolerating the sweet potatoes okay. So I was away last week during week 3 of my reintroduction at the Arizona Nationals Livestock Show. And so basically we left the house every day at 5 o'clock in the morning and got home about 10 o'clock in the morning. So the only food that they had there was like burgers, like a kind of like a truck. So like basically like fair food. So I knew I couldn't eat that. So what I did was I just packed food every day. So I started off my day with an elemental drink, because I'm still incorporating the elemental drinks as well. And then I made some chicken, cold chicken. So every day I just had like cold chicken, cold green beans, and I want to say that's pretty much it. Like I just had to do whatever I could to get, I did some steak too. I had cold steak. So that's how my week was. And it actually wasn't a whole week. It was just like probably 4 days. And I felt so good. I didn't have any digestive issues at all. And I didn't really feel that itchy, because I was getting histamine issues like itchy scalp, itchy skin, hives, breathing, like my breathing was weird. So one thing I found out about histamine is that when you have too much histamine in your body's ability to break down food is impaired. So then you can get reflux symptoms, which is what I was having before. I had an upper GI done, and there was evidence of like silent reflux, and I didn't really realize it. I had this cough, and it was hard to breathe, and I just figured it was asthma, and I really don't use my inhaler. I use my inhaler like once every couple of years, but it was this reflux. So one of the symptoms of the silent reflux was this little cough, and then just maybe a little burning, a little hard to swallow. Apparently, higher histamine foods, when you have too much histamine built up in your body, it can affect the your ability to digest your foods, and it can even cause the bloating too. And I was getting severe bloating. Like my stomach was just like out to here, like I was like 8 months pregnant, and hard as a rock. And that's what kind of started me on this journey, because I was miserable every night with bloating and pain. So I don't know really why. It could be that I had histamine overload. It could have been SIBO. I didn't have H. pylori, so that wasn't it. Irritable bowel, I've been told irritable bowel, but I don't know. That week that I was at the livestock show, only eating chicken, steak, and green beans, literally, and then the elemental diet drink, I really had minimal symptoms. Like, I really didn't have anything. Like, I felt great that week. So, and I wouldn't say it was a low stress week either. I mean, it was intense. It was competition, adrenaline running wild, you know, watching my kids compete in this. So it wasn't, and just the traveling and the long days, it was a stressful week. So it wasn't that, you know, people say, well, maybe all your issues are due to stress. Well, yeah, maybe sometimes, but this particular week was high stress, and I didn't have any issues. So I'm back home now, and I'm back into the swing of things, and I'm still introducing foods, but I feel like I'm running out of ideas because I'm really limited. Okay, so another thing that happened yesterday was I've been doing okay, staying on this diet, staying on the super restricted diet, and I've been okay. I've been feeling pretty good. I do feel itchy. Like, that's probably my biggest complaint, is just itchiness all over, and like hives, a little bit of hive. Since I've started this restrictive diet, it has not been that bad. Yesterday, okay, I do not know what got into me yesterday, but I was out running errands with my husband, and I was so hungry. We were out and I had no food with me. I wasn't prepared, and I've been craving sushi so bad. I was like, let's just stop at the sushi place. All I want is a California roll. You know, just something simple, something basic, something harmless. I did have a little bit of the ginger, which I guess is fermented, a little bit of wasabi, but just tiny bit of wasabi, and then a little bit of the soy sauce, which soy sauce has been labeled high in histamine as well. So I had that for lunch, and that's not all. It got worse, right? So I was fine. I didn't have any digestive issues after that sushi. And then I went and I had nothing made. I didn't even have anything for my family. So I went out and I picked up 2 pizzas, right? Like cheap Little Caesars pizzas. And I went out and I picked up 2 pizzas. And stupid me, I got home. I got stuck in like a pharmacy line at Fry's, right? So by the time I got home, it was an hour later. I was so hungry. I didn't even care. I was grouchy. I just dug into the pizza. I had about 1.5 pieces of pizza. I've been clean eating majorly for like 2 months now, okay? Totally clean eating, elemental diet, and sticking strict. And here I go, and in one day I have sushi, and then I have the pizza at night, right? Pizza of all things, and of all things, crappy pizza. It wasn't like this homemade, it wasn't like homemade pizza or, you know, all the ingredients that I could have. No, it was Little Caesars pepperoni, and I know pepperoni is like, I don't know, nightshade probably, and a high histamine for sure because it's like cured. I don't know if it's nightshade. I'm sure some of the spices are nightshades in this pizza, right? Oh, well, the tomatoes, like hello, the tomatoes, the cheese is like high histamine. Pizza is definitely not on my list, okay? Like not even remotely on my list. And here I go, and I binge out on 1.5 pieces of pizza, right? After not having anything for 2 months. And I felt full and heavy, and I didn't like that feeling, but I didn't bloat. And I was like, okay, well, I didn't bloat, you know, one day messing up on my diet, no big deal. You know, the next day, I've been able to do that before, just kind of indulge here and there. Well, this morning I woke up, and I kid you not, I was itching, my head was itching like crazy, my skin, my torso was itching, my legs were itching. I got up out of bed, and my right foot, I couldn't even walk on it because that feeling of arthritis, that's not arthritis apparently according to my x-rays, I had, like, all of that's gone. Like, my hands have been feeling great. This morning, my right foot felt like it had arthritis. I was itching everywhere, and I couldn't breathe. Like, I felt like I was having an asthma attack. My nose was stuffy. I had to use my neti pot this morning. My throat was itchy. My eyes were itchy. I mean, it was crazy. I also woke up with a rash. Like, you can't see it right now. It's kind of calmed down, but it was a rash on my face after eating that pizza last night too. So I think I'm onto something about this whole histamine thing and the nightshade thing, because as soon as I dug in and ate all those foods yesterday. Today I woke up and I'm just flaring up. So I definitely think I'm onto something, and I'm gonna pursue, it just kind of motivated me to keep track and keep watch of my symptoms, and really keep that food journal going and my symptom journal going. I'm happy to say that I had no digestive issues after eating the sushi and the pizza. I didn't bloat, which was awesome. I didn't have any stomach pain, nothing. I didn't feel any acid reflux issues, but again, I don't feel it most of the time. So that has improved. Even on the cheat day. I don't plan on cheating again soon, because this morning I felt like terrible. So that is how my week 3 and 4 is going. I've learned some lessons, obviously, and I really need to expand my food list a little bit more, because it's green beans, carrots, and sweet potatoes. I just need I need more ideas. So if anybody out there is has experience with the low histamine diet or even the nightshade diet and has some ideas as far as food, and I'm low FODMAP also to help with the digestion. So is anybody out there in this predicament and can give me some advice or encouragement or ideas on foods that I haven't tried? Because I look at the list and it's all just, I kind of feel like, well, what else, where can I go next? So I would appreciate any feedback if anybody's out there struggling with foods like I am. Feel free to comment below and let me know how you're handling it and how you're doing, and what foods you've incorporated that have worked for you. So that is my week 3 and 4 post-elemental diet, the reintroduction phase. So I will keep you posted on how it's going.